Well, welcome back. Hope you got a new perspective by understanding the quitting cycle or your typical quitting cycle. And in this video, we're going to begin to break that cycle by empowering you with real information about what the problems of quitting are. And bearing in mind, this is just an overview. We're not going to go in a lot of detail here. But let's just think about it for a minute. When you go to stop smoking, what comes into your mind? What do you think are the causes of making smoking a habit? So when I ask that question, what's causing the habit? First, most people will say, well, it's I always have to have a coffee I always have a smoke when I have a coffee, or when I first get up in the morning, or before I start work, or when I get upset, or when the phone rings, or when I go out for a break, or when I have a drink. See, what's happening there is that's all about events. So events in your life. So a lot of people think that you need to somehow change these events because they happen prior to smoking. So the idea being that these events somehow trigger smoking. Well, I'm here to tell you that those events, they don't actually cause you to smoke. And the reason why is because basically you're going to be able to quit smoking. You're going to be an ex-smoker, and you're going to still have those same events in your life. You're still going to get up in the morning, you're still going to have a cup of coffee, you're still going to have a drink with friends, you're still going to get stressed. But how is it going to be possible for those events to be there and you not smoke? Well, it's the same with every non-smoker. These events are still there and they're not smoking. And think about it this way, every non-smoker, every person who's never smoked still has those same events in their life. You see, those events don't inherently have some power to make a human being smoke without their control. It's just, the event is not directly linked to smoking. It's just something that happens prior. I'll tell you how it is relevant, is the event is linked to the thought of smoking. Via association. That's all it is. That's all the event does, is your brain has linked the thought of smoking to that event. Okay? But that event doesn't actually make you smoke in the end. There's a whole lot more that goes on that actually does make you smoke, but it's not the event. So in other words, because it's not the event, you don't need to change your life to quit. You don't need to stop those events. You don't need to change your life. You don't need to wait till anything is in a perfect alignment. It's all okay right now. So events don't cause you to smoke. You don't need to change those to quit. So that means you could quit the way your life is now. So in the next video, I'm going to explain another thing that you probably think causes you to smoke, but actually doesn't. And I'm actually, in a way, explaining that there's 4 stages that your mind goes through in a very overview, quick way. So the first stage would be events. The next stage is thoughts, because your brain links the event to the thought of smoking. So let's talk about thoughts in the next video.